Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is what we like to call the Bible Bistro. 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, studying the Psalms verse by verse. And today we're looking at Psalm 84, verses 5 through 8. There's a couple things I need to address that I haven't talked about yet, and that's the structure of this psalm. If you look at this psalm, it is nicely divided for us into 3 sets of 4 verses each. The Selahs do the dividing. You notice we have verses 1 through 4. Then we have a Selah. We have verses 5 through 8, a Selah. And then we have verses 9 through 12 that complete the psalm. And in each section, each of the 3 sections of the psalm, we have a blessed statement. Here in the first section, in verses 1 through 4, we have, "Blessed are they that dwell in thy house." In the second section, in verse 5, "Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee." And then in the last section, in verse 12, "Blessed is the man that trusteth in thee." So 3 blessed statements in the 3 separate sections. And, of course, yesterday and the day before we saw that, he's comparing himself, contrasting himself with the sparrows who found a place in the house of the Lord for their nests. And he wants to be there. He's longing to be there. He's fainting for the courts. And then verse 5, let's read verses 5 through 8 today. "Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them, who passing through the valley of Baca make it a well. The rain also filleth the pools. They go from strength to strength. Every one of them in Zion appeareth before God. O Lord God of hosts, hear my prayer. Give ear, O God of Jacob. Selah." "Blessed are they that dwell in thy house" ends the first section. And then we have after the Selah, "Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee." This man who's blessed, his strength is in the Lord and his heart, in whose heart are the ways of them. Now we have to understand who the them is. The ways of them. I'd kind of like to see it, the them here as the sparrows. The sparrows who are dwelling in the tabernacle of the Lord, who are singing praise to God. They're singing their song. And that's who the psalmist wants to be. So blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them. That is, those sparrows that dwell in the house of the Lord. So if you've got that in your heart, then that's a pretty good thing to have. "Who passing through the valley of Baca make it a well, and rain also filleth the pools. They go from strength to strength. Every one of them in Zion appeareth before thee." Now, he's not talking about the birds here, is he? No, but this sounds like an ascent. So there are people that are coming from Baca to Zion, and they're passing along all these markers on the way. And because they're passing all these markers, the blessing is following them. The Baca is now a well. It's filled with pools. They go from strength to strength. But remember verse 5, "Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee." Well, these are the people who are going from strength to strength. Why? Because their heart is in the courts. Their heart is in the tabernacles of the Lord. "Every one of them in Zion appeareth before God. O Lord God of hosts, hear my prayer. Give ear, O God of Jacob." And of course, we know that's a wonderful prayer, isn't it? He does. He's looking to hear you and I pray today too. And what a wonderful blessing for us. He wants us to go from strength to strength. Join me again tomorrow, and we'll look at verses 9 and 10 on Daily Dose Radio. Hey there, friends. Just wanted to remind you to go out and get yourself a copy of my new book, Christianity to the Life, by Cotton Mather, edited by me, David Smith. You can find it at Amazon. It's a paperback. It's also in Kindle form, so you can get it for your Kindle or you can get it for your library at home, however you'd like to have it. If you do, I really would appreciate if you would write a review after reading it. Let me know what you think. And it's a really good book. It'll encourage your Christian walk with the Lord. So go out and get Christianity to the Life today on Amazon. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.